Yeah, back it again. Yeah, at it again. Yeah, at it again. Yeah, back it again. Look, off of the last shit. I'm stoned, so I'm thinking that my skull need a bandage. I'm gone cause I don't think I belong on this planet. I'm wrong, but I fed your wicked soul a little sandwich. Hold up. Hold up. Wait. Nigga, relax, cause I'm back in it. I love honesty, I love black women. She good, honestly, I give her back if she don't suck wood or she don't know how to act. Flow so foolish, she thought I wouldn't be back. I rolled up in a scooter, she scooted me off the edge. Got Rugers and all the lead. Cause motherfuckers stupid, they tutors, they want the problems. That's probably why they got F's. Like, hold on, wait. Yeah. Yeah. Wait. Do this for my people on welfare. I got the whole choir singing hell yeah. They thought I would expire. I'm like, man, where? It's been 2 minutes. All I did is turn on the damn fan. Then they tryna blow us. Say they get to know us, but I'm thinking to myself, they just say that for the moment. Cause when we blow fast, they go ask for some more. Stay facts, telling jokes. We don't laugh, we just grow up. We don't laugh, we just grow up. Okay. Look, this about to be my last time. But see, the last time I said that was the last time. I'm past crimes. If you ever see me in the pen.
Good morning. Welcome to Carmen Barton. Can you hear me now? Coming to you live from Inglewood, California. I'm happy to be here. It's Wednesday, 11 a.m. on the West Coast, 1 p.m. on the East Coast. It's been a couple of weeks, but I'm happy to be back. So many things going on. First and foremost, I want to give a shout out to everybody in Cancun, Mexico. Just coming back from 5 days, 4 nights at the beautiful Moon Palace Resort. I was booked to perform at the Steve Harvey Sand and Soul Festival 2019, and it was an amazing experience. Everybody at the Moon Palace Resort was extremely hospitable, and we had amazing shows. I had a great time. It was like kind of like a vacation and work. So that's the beauty of working. Not only do I get to travel to all these wonderful places, I also get paid to vacation. So it was an amazing experience. We're going to jump out and jump back into it a little bit later, but I just want to give a shout out to all the new people that I met there, my new fans, people that had seen me years ago and hadn't seen me since. I was able to reconnect with them, so I wanted to just give a shout out to Steve Harvey and all of his staff, up close and personal with a lot of people who put the entire festival together, and they did an amazing job. So shout out to everyone affiliated with the Steve Harvey Sand and Soul Festival. If you hear my voice a little bit strained, it's because I was booing at the Apollo. They had like a show talking about the Apollo Live there, and oh my God, I was just booing my ass off. Wow. And so that's why my voice. It's not good. I'm also joined by my son, my DJ, my engineer, Camos Pesos. What's up, Camos?
What up, y'all?
He's in the building. We missed you. I told you to get your passport. You could have been lit all weekend with us. We wasn't doing nothing but drinking in the pool, kicking it. It was a lot of old bitches there, so you probably wouldn't have enjoyed the women. I was like the youngest, hottest bitch there. It was like crazy. Like these bitches was like 80 and shit. It was a bitch with no legs rolling around the resort in her wheelchair.
I still like Lisa Ray though.
Oh yeah, Lisa Ray was lit. Shout out to Lisa Ray. Lisa Ray hosted a pool party on Sunday night. And you know when you get paid, you know, a celebrity to host, you kind of sit back. Hey, everybody. Lisa Ray was lit. She was all in the pool kicking it. She took pictures. She did an amazing job hosting it, turned up, dancing. She was amazing. So I was actually on the plane with Lisa Ray going and coming. Wow. And so, so Lisa Ray was the shit. We've met a couple of times before. Yeah, Lisa Ray and I have met a couple of. You never met her, huh?
No.
I could have got you up close and personal with Lisa Ray. Everybody got a picture with her, like right in, like with the bikini on, like popping it. Like you should have been there. Yeah, it was dope. We lived it up. I'm not gonna lie. One thing that I did continue to say throughout the entire trip was, I wish my kids was here. I wish my kids was here. I wish I would have forced my kids to come, because it was lit. It was very, 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 very lit. So I'm happy to be back. Took a week off, and so I really missed you guys. I want to give a shout out to the new studio. Remind me the new studio information, Mike. I'm sorry.
Live3.tv.
Live. Oh, okay. Vibefree.tv. I'm slow today. I'm moving kind of slow, but I'm happy to be here. We got to jump right into a bunch of really important things. So I wanted to get my thank yous out of the way first. But it's so many things that we want to address today. You listen to Carmen Barton, Can You Hear Me Now, live on Marcus King Presents Dash Comedy. And one of the first people that I ran into when I arrived at Sand and Soul in Cancun, Mexico, was the mother of murder victim Mike Brown.
Was the what?
The mother.
Oh, the mother. Okay.
Yeah.
She was there.
She was there.
What?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Trying to enjoy her life, you know. Leslie McSpadden is her name. She recently ran for office in Ferguson and did not win. It wasn't successful, but, you know, she did make the run. But, yeah, she was there trying to turn up and kick it. And so it was really awkward, you know, because she didn't ask to be a mother of the movement. You know, this is something that she fell into when her son was murdered. And so when you approach people, you don't want to, you know.
Yeah, bring back up.
Yeah, you know. And so me being so up close and personal, I definitely wanted to let her know that I was from Ferguson. So I didn't have to tell her how I knew her or why I knew her or why I was speaking to her. Once I said that I'm from Ferguson, Missouri, she knew. And we didn't talk about it. I invited her to the comedy show. She said, I got VIP tickets. I'm going to already be there. I'm looking forward to it. I had also met her before at a comedy show that I did on New Year's a couple of years back. And
I didn't know that. I would
yeah.
like to meet her too.
Yeah. So so she was there, and I was happy to see her out and enjoying life. You know, we all, you know, these are huge, huge cases, and you know, this was a very historic moment for the city of Ferguson, and unfortunately, it was because of something as unfortunate as her son, Mike Brown, being murdered. The Black Lives Matter movement came shortly after the murder of Mike Brown, and we all are aware of the popular phrase, hands up, don't shoot, as her son was murdered by Ferguson police with his hands in the air, shot in the head. And it's just unfortunate. Some people feel that he did something wrong. They began to drag him through the mud. And so I feel like she's probably always on the defense when someone approaches her that's aware of the situation. So, of course, I didn't bring it up or anything. But after the show, I was able to have words with her and exchanged words with her. I let her know the exact street that I lived on, Ellison, which is 1 block away from where her son was killed. And she did share a couple of things with me. She let me know that she recently moved her mother away from the area. Of course, Mike Brown was in that area, in that neighborhood, visiting her mother. And she said she just couldn't continue to drive past the murder scene. And she, talked about how they have a whole new monument there for him, and that a lot of celebrities and people come and they visit it. It's just a very unfortunate situation. You know, as the mother of Mike Brown, you know, we probably think about Mike Brown maybe, you know, every other week, every other day, but being forced to live each day without the presence of your child, and it's got to be tough. So we want to continue to lift Leslie McSpadden up in prayer. I was very happy to see her. I was very happy to see her smiling and in good spirits and trying to enjoy life. But as we know, your life is never the same once your child is ripped from you, especially being murdered by police. Now, the last time we were here, we talked about, we were waiting for the sentencing of Amber Geiger. Amber Geiger, of course, the female Dallas police officer that shot and killed John in his house, saying that she thought the place was hers. And there's been so much controversy since the sentencing. Of course, we know that she was only given 10 years and will be eligible for parole after serving just 5 years. Yes. So she basically got off, which is what the last show was about. The last show was about how happy I was that she was convicted, but is it really a win? That was the name of our show, was Court Wins, and we talked about if this is really a win. And so as I come 2 weeks later, I can say that it was not a win because they only gave her 10 years, and she'll probably serve less than 5 years. And you can kill a dog and get more time than what this woman got. And this is a wake-up call for all my people, all my brothers and sisters, to realize that a dog is more important. A dog's life is more important than your life in the eyes of the law. As the, there was not major unrest, but it was very unsettling to hear that she only got the 10 years. And shortly after the sentencing, there was another murder. The key witness in the Amber Geiger trial, Joshua Brown, was fatally shot days after the conviction and sentencing. They tried to act like, oh, this was drug related, even though he was not affiliated with drugs. He was ambushed at his apartment, the same apartment building that Amber Geiger, the Amber Geiger murder took place. It's just very, very coincidental, and I refuse to believe that it's not related. They have taken down so many people in the Mike Brown case, not necessarily affiliated with the case, but people who were heavily involved in the protests. I'm not talking about one or two, I'm talking about like 5 or 6 people who were heavily involved in the protest and the Ferguson murder of Mike Brown, have been mysteriously murdered, killed. One of them was a guy. There's a very famous photo of him throwing back one of those fire things at the police. What do you call them little fire things that they were shooting at them, Cameron? Flares. Yeah, flares. It's a very, very famous photo of him throwing it back. He got killed. One of my high school, the one with the dreads, he was killed. It was just so many people who were vocal in the protest when Mike Brown was murdered, who were all dead now. Mysterious deaths. My friend, Melissa McKinnis, we graduated from high school together. We went to school, began going to school together in middle school at Ferguson Middle, and then we went on to high school, and we were in the graduating class together of 1994. Fuck y'all, no shots at my age and how long ago I graduated. But her son was murdered. They tried to make it look like a suicide. It's just ridiculous. Now, you have Joshua Brown, the key witness, murdered days before his son's first birthday, ripped from him. This is ridiculous. And see, a lot of people were going back and forth talking about how they coddled Amber Geiger, a murderer, coddled her during the trial, after the trial, at the sentencing. The judge done hugged this murderous bitch and gave her her personal Bible. All the motherfuckers you done convicted of murder, you get this white bitch your Bible. I don't want to sound racist because I'm not racist, but I'm just very, very confused. I want to know what this judge is going, if this judge going to go hug that baby that lost his father, that testified, the key witness.
Did you see what the other court TV judge said about it? She was being interviewed by Ricky Smiley. I forgot her name.
Who was the other court judge? What was her name?
It's the pretty one.
Okay.
She's the.
Oh yeah, Judge Lynn.
Judge Lynn. Yeah.
Judge Lynn Tyler.
And she said how she was like disgusted by it.
Go close to the mic so we can hear you. Go ahead.
She was basically saying how she was disgusted by it and that she doesn't understand why. Well, she actually explained why in this little
Talking to Mike.
She said why she thought she did it in the clip was because basically she's just a cop and she's like, and that's it. They give special treatment to cops.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that. Special treatment to cops. They give cops permission to do whatever they want to do, and then when they get caught, they get special treatment. This bitch probably gonna be in jail eating all type of steak and eggs and shit, you know. And it's just it's getting to the point where it's ridiculously redundant, because I want America and I want my listeners to know that these are the cases that we hear about. There's so many cases that we don't hear about, that we don't know about, that are not flashing across news screens, you know. But every once in a while you get a high profile case and people know about it. Days after the murder of Joshua Brown, we fast forward to a Tatiana Jefferson. A Tatiana Jefferson was visiting her nephew, babysitting him, and her elderly mother, and the door was open. Someone made a welfare check called on a non-emergency line for a welfare check. For the mother of Tatiana. I don't know if it was the mother or if it was anyway, it was a welfare check call. And the police came and the police shot and killed her. An unarmed 28-year-old black woman sitting in the home of her mother, babysitting her nephew, murdered because of these trigger-happy ass police officers. Why you coming in this woman's house shooting? This is a welfare check. How could you possibly be threatened by someone with a joystick in their hand? A controller. It's just ridiculous. And it just gets to the point where, when does this shit end? When do we wake up? When how many people have to die at the hands of racist, white, privileged police officers before someone says stop? Days after the murder of Tatiana Jefferson, finally he's been charged. The police officer that murdered her is being charged, and it's just at a point where I'm glad he's being charged. But is he gonna get 10 years too? Is he gonna get? It's just so insulting. It's almost like, oh, they killing niggas and getting 5 years. Let me go ahead and get one off. You know, what type of training are these officers going through? There has to be a reroute in this system. This is a systematic issue where these officers who are employed in these communities where they don't know the people in the community. Now, I feel like it may be difficult for someone to know everyone in your community, but you know someone who knows someone who knows someone. If this is your area and you're monitoring this area in a 10-block radius, then there's some officer that's supposed to be patrolling this area, getting to know the citizens, to know that this is an elderly woman and, come in and don't shoot. She didn't even get a chance to put her hands up. Talk about hands up, don't shoot. I mean, like, come on. You have all these excuses for these murderers who kill people who are doing things that you say are illegal, selling loose cigarettes and You know, they said that Mike Brown stole some cigarettes or stole a box of Black and whatever the fuck it was that he supposed to have stole, that the murder was completely non-related to whatever the situation was. It was non-related. And we don't know the facts about that. And let's say he stole a car. Do he deserve to die? But what did Tatiana steal? What did she do? Why she got to die? It's just ridiculous. And I hate to continue to bring it up, but it goes against everything that I stand for to not say anything about it, because I will always use my voice to speak up against police brutality. I will always use my voice. You will always get the opinion of this 43-year-old single, not single for long, but I am a single mother of 3. I'll be married soon, and I'll have my 4th child because my fiance came with a package, but a 4th child. Chris said it's a 4th child, but either way it goes, you're going to get my opinion about the situation. You will get my opinion about it. You'll get my point of view about it. I have 2 sons, and this young woman could have been me. It could have been me. It could have been one of my children. Why is it okay for these police to murder? Why are they able to murder without consequence? You know, you want to talk about black on black crime, there is a consequence for black on black crime. There are people in jail right now who participated in the selling of weed, and they serving more time than Amber Geiger is serving for going into somebody's apartments and blowing their fucking brains out. So I don't want to hear shit about no black on black crime, because when we commit crimes, we are punished for them, and you ain't giving us no goddamn breaks the way that Amber Geiger got a break. You know, where's the training? When are you all going to be responsible? And when I say you all, I mean, when is the government going to look back and see that there is a critical problem? There's a poison within the police system that are allowing people to get jobs, and you giving them weapons, you giving them, permission to kill. And the reason why permission is because there's no consequence. There's no consequence. You go in this man's house and kill him, and you get this bitch 10 years. She only served 5. Just like the officer that killed Oscar Grant in Oakland, California, at Fruitville Station. He grabbed his regular gun instead of his stun gun and shot Oscar Grant and killed him. How much time did he serve? Months. It's ridiculous. And it's ridiculous that I can't even talk about the good things going on because it ain't enough of them, because black people are being murdered by police officers. And so I feel like it would be disrespectful to the mother of Mike Brown. It would be disrespectful to the memory of a Tatiana Jefferson. It would be disrespectful for me not to use my voice to speak out against this. When is it going to stop? I just pray that the police don't never kill me or mine. Well, if they kill me, I don't know if anybody in my family got the balls to retaliate the way that I would. But I pray for my children and my loved ones every day, and my father, my brother, that we protect it. And, we're protected against the people who are supposed to protect us. These officers vow to protect and serve, and they're taking it out of the slogan for police because they're not doing that. They're not protecting, they're not serving, or none of that. And it's just really, really ridiculous. So my heart goes out to the family of Tatiana Jefferson, of Joshua Brown, of Mike Brown, of Trayvon Martin, because these are the ones who are dead and gone, and we ain't talking about them no more. You know what I'm saying? We ain't talking about them, we ain't thinking about them, but they still got to wake up and live their lives without their child, without their husband, without their loved ones who died at the hands of police. The very people who have vowed to protect and serve are the ones killing us. Who will police the police? You're listening to Marcus King Presents Dash Comedy. This is Carmen Barton. Can you hear me now? About to take a quick break and come back with more of Who Will Police the Police. We'll be right back.
How many niggas died in they prime? I can't even decide on which
Oh,
to
wow,
get
what
the
a great
weapon or
song
put faith
selection.
in God. Cause these motherfuckers
some
evil,
water.
got no mercy when they slide. I'm from Fergie and I got a feeling dirty from the rise. Hurt these niggas pride when I swerve it on the side. I can work it like a Mexican, no service, no oblige. But you better have my service when I turn up on your line. Bitch, your
Oh, how
hustle
you
gonna
know?
be jerked the way you slurping on my job. Boy, stop. You ain't with this horse since 1995. That's when I was born a legend who was always in his prime. That's why I'm gonna be the best until these niggas simmer down. That's why I had pressed the E, cause when I hit you, press decline. Don't click now. Don't click. Don't click. Don't click. Don't click. Don't click. Don't click. Back up in it. Devil wrote it and heaven sent it. You won't always wanna step to me if I ruined your pivot. I'm rising close to the ceiling. What you think will come next? My mind is close to Olympus. Feel the thunder close in. Strike you as a nigga who comes timely with the pen. I flow so godly. Preachers say I can't come round her when I spit. I don't know why these niggas try. They need a 9 to 5 to split. I don't know how to even stop because my drive is so intense. Check my wrist. Check my wrist. Yeah.
Hurt these niggas pride. 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 When I swerve it on the side. Hurt these niggas pride. 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 When I swerve it on the side.
I said, look, baby, you can't force it. Right with them rats, that's adorable. Know my life cut like a sword. Know my knife cutting is horrible. Fest in any state. Winning fool had to get a plate. Win and lose, I'ma get the game. If you switch your rules, then he get the plank. Hard cold, I grab heaters. Long ropes like I'm Black Jesus. Wrong cold, so you can't meet us, nigga. Hold up. Okay, killer boo fest in any state. Where was you when I needed faith? Where was you when they broke in our house and took the car to a different state? Better move for the blicker state. Hit your roof and then ricochet. Hit your dude, now you in his face saying, nigga, you shouldn't even came. I'm about to call to the hotel lobby where your bitches giving top off a whole damn body. Off Friday, wish I couldn't whip your whole dead body, but I'm bitching at the grave just in case you can't find me off. The guy done fucked up the whole damn party. Niggas really fake, say she only date Barbie. stories. Hit them with the bass and won't never say sorry. I ain't wanna catch a case, but the paper kept falling. Oh, they can't stop me, I'm going up all day. All these niggas sloppy, I taught them how to get clean. All your hoes watch me, they wondering why I stay. I told them they can't find me unless they giving us face. Wipe that, look off it, this be put in the coffin. This mean they talking coffee, pack a pre to get me started. Might see me where it's steamy, looking breezy in the party. Know my weed be causing seizures, I can't breathe, I need a doctor. Put that smoke all in my noggin. I just hope I get that Rari. They think it's a game till I pull up and I park it. You might wanna pump your brakes, tell your hoe don't get me started. As soon as we meet, I got my soldiers with me. They might have told you not to ever try to fuck over me. I can tell that I can't.
What's up, y'all?
Kind of do a recap from the last time we were here 2 weeks ago, and just briefly speak about the situation with the police killing us. It's very important to me. It's very hurtful, but I don't want to bore you guys. I wish that I could be more solutional. I wish that I had an idea or a plan or something that was a solution to the issue. Because everybody is saying these police need more training, but it's interesting to me how they don't need training not to kill white people. Why white bitches ain't getting their brains blew the fuck out? Why do they not need any training not to kill non-minorities or people that look like them? Why do they only need training to not kill us? So I don't think that it's a lack of training. I think that what we need is we need to have laws put in place to who can be a police officer. Well, the first thing that we need is we need to have consequences, because if there's no consequence, it's nothing to deter you from doing it. If there was no consequence for stealing, wouldn't nobody be paying for shit. People would be stealing shit because there's no consequence for that. you know. So that's my 2 cents on it. It's very upsetting. It's very depressing. It's very offensive that all of our people are being murdered. And I want to remind you that these are only the people that we know about right now. It's not. It's not. So we're gonna move right along to a more happy topic. I don't know. Black on black crime is more popular. Right now, there's a woman in Connecticut that was recently arrested after she bit off her boyfriend's finger and bragged about the shit on social media. When I tell you, social media, you live by the gram, you die by the gram. People gonna learn one day to stop bragging about their shit. Danielle J reports that things keep going wrong. This involves a Connecticut woman reportedly bit off her boyfriend's finger and went straight to social media to brag about what she did. According to Newsweek, Anna Lindo, 34, from Bloomfield, Connecticut, was arrested earlier this week after allegedly biting off her boyfriend's finger. The police report states that she attacked her estranged boyfriend near his home as he was walking to a nearby restaurant. The victim reportedly told police that he initially heard her horn, followed by her walking toward him with a brick in her hand. The pair started fighting in the street, and she attempted to hit him with the brick until the victim's wife came out and she left. Oh, wait a minute. This is a whole trickery. I didn't even Police are threatening the incident as domestic violence dispute due to the suspect and the victim's prior relationship. She's also accused of stalking him and his wife. When I tell you these bitches is crazy, they are crazy. So as I looked at the article, I was just thinking about the craziest thing. Now, this woman is 34, and I'm 43. And when I was younger, I did a lot of crazy things in my life. I never bit a nigga finger off. But I done stalked some niggas. I done scratched some cars and bust some windows. You know, but I was 20. You know, I was 20, 19, 20, 21, 22. You know, at what age do you stop doing this dumb shit? You know what I'm saying? My whole thing, if this man has a wife, this all boils down to a side bitch not knowing her place. These bitches need to know their place. And I'm not here to judge and talk down, because I done been a side bitch, the main bitch. I done been the baby mama. I done got cheated on. I done cheated on niggas. I done had niggas have baby on me. I done done it all. So I'm not saying that I'm above anybody, but come on, 34. What are you doing chasing after this man, biting his goddamn finger off, and he ain't even your man? Like what is going on? Like if you're gonna be biting off a finger, let that nigga at least be your man. Like come on, like these bitches is just losing it. It's like, you know, you go back to the crazy thing. I think Lorena Bobbitt was her name, the one that she cut her husband's penis off. At least that was her husband. You bitches is out here doing shit to niggas that ain't even y'all niggas. Like, come on, when does this shit stop? Like, when you are a side bitch, when you are not the main chick, you know that he has a main chick. So what are y'all arguing? You don't have nothing to argue with a side nigga. When you a side bitch, you don't have nothing to argue with this nigga about. Nothing. It's nothing that you could possibly be arguing with him about other than the fact that he came before you got a chance to come. That's the only thing that you could possibly be arguing with him about, because he has a whole wife and you knew about it, you know about it, so why are you arguing with him? It's just a matter of people not knowing their place. They don't know their place. It's so bad to the point where side bitches is having babies by these men that you know is not your man. And if that isn't enough, they having babies by these men and they naming the baby after the man. What is wrong with you? If you don't go somewhere and hide, like you have to accept these things. Case in point, I talked to a dude that I was kind of technically a side bitch. He was technically a side nigga, but that's neither here nor there. But knowing the position that you play, the place that you play, you're never proud, to have your position, but that's a part of the game. Whatever that man got going on, you stay away from it. You cause as less drama as you should. That way you can get more out of it. Because the main reason for being a side bitch is because it should be perks. You shouldn't be no side bitch just for sex or you shouldn't be no side bitch thinking in your mind that one day this gonna be your man. Stop with the delusional shit, ladies. He's never gonna be your man, and then when he is your man, then it's someone else that's gonna be a side bitch. You know what I'm saying? Women and men who are in side chick, side dude types of relationships should know that that's the only thing that's gonna work for them. I don't know now one situation where a side chick became the main chick and the man was faithful to the side chick. They got the whole Alicia Keys situation, but as I learned more about the situation, which is really none of my business. I remember when it first came out that Swiss Beats and Alicia Keys was hooking up. Everybody was dragging her through the mud. She a side bitch. She stole him from him and this, and that. And people continue to do that. But the more the story unfolds, it appears that the relationship that he had with his ex-wife may have been over and something that couldn't be recovered from prior to Alicia Keys ever coming into the picture. Because if it wasn't, I just can't see the ex-wife being that cool with it. they almost like too cool. Like they be having like pictures and shit together, and I think that they go above and beyond to try to prove that it's not a side bitch situation because they're so much in the public eye. And at the end of the day, it's nobody's business, but they don't want to be looked at like that. But at the end of the day, I've been in relationships with people that were over just because, you know, the legalities of it. When you married, there's a whole legal system, especially when you got money. You know, when you got children, you may be apart from your spouse years before you're legally divorced. So that don't mean that after they was broke up for a year and a new chick come along that she took him from him. It may look like that to us, but it's not the situation. So, you know, I think that you have to distinguish whether or not you're a side bitch, and when you know that you're a side bitch, sit your ass down. That's all I'm saying. Sit your ass down, because at the end of the day, you knew the rules. I'm telling you, nobody said it better than the way Jamie Foxx said it in the movie Ray. Remember when the Regina King, remember the movie Ray?
What?
Regina King's character was the side bitch, you know. He had, I think Margie was her name. You know, she was a singer with him, and they sang together.
His baby.
She started fucking with him or whatever, and this bitch
got
thought
mad.
that she was the wife. She'll get mad like, hey, come to the room. And he like, what are you doing calling my damn house? Like, bitch, you knew the rules before you got into this thing. Bitch, a blind man can see that your ass is not the main chick. But these bitches be losing it. And you went and had a whole baby. Thinking, oh, this shit gonna change. You know, it ain't gonna change. Stop it. Stop walking around here cutting niggas' fingers off and chopping niggas and doing all this, because you ain't doing nothing but creating drama. And at 34, you should know. There should be a level of maturity when you 34 years old that you should know I'm the side bitch. You have to accept that. Everybody ain't built to be a side bitch. I think it's Kiana Dancy, the comedian, that got some material about how she could never be a side bitch because Kiana say, I'm too goddamn loud, I got to be seen, I got to be noticed, I'm not getting ready to be hushed up in the corner quiet. No, like, I'm not built to be a side bitch, you know what I'm saying? People are side bitches for different reasons. Whatever the reason is, sit your ass down and play your position. Don't be coming up to this nigga house, cutting off his finger and shit, arguing with him and his wife. Bitch, you knew what was going on in the beginning, you know? And a lot of men, look, they get married and they feel like this marriage don't stop shit. This marriage don't stop nothing. Even though I'm married, I'm going to continue to have relationships. And some wives are cool with it. Look, we live in a whole different day and age to where things that may seem wrong is accepted, and it's what's happening. You know, niggas got 2, 3, 4 different bitches. You know what I'm saying? And they have countries and cultures where it's okay to have 4 and 5 different wives that you pick, and there are women that don't have a problem with that. Shit, look at R. Kelly. He had all type of bitches, and they was all like, yeah, me and her, and we his girlfriend. They was cool with it. They was cool with it. They was mad that he was getting taken under, but he in jail, and ain't now one of them bitches sitting nowhere waiting on him. It's a wrap for that. So I got a special guest coming that I'm getting ready to set up before we take this next break. I don't typically get too personal on this radio show. Carmen Barton, Can You Hear Me Now? I think it's much more entertaining to talk about other motherfuckers and what's going on in their lives. So I don't talk much about what's going on in my life. But the things about me that you should know if you listen is that I have 3 children. My son Cameron is here with me every week at Carmen Barton, Can You Hear Me Now? Radio. And he's my oldest, 24 years old. And I also have a 21-year-old son. He's actually my favorite of the kids. Hey, Kaylin. He's in St. Louis still. He doesn't like California. And everybody, fuck y'all for talking about that's wrong. Fuck y'all. I don't know what my life, shit. I could be half dead, and these other kids, 2 kids, wouldn't give a fuck. Kaylin is the only one who's gonna be there for me. I can see myself right now dead, and the kids arguing over my fortune, and Kaylin being the only one like, this ain't right. Let's bury mama the proper
seems
way.
backwards. That seems like I would be the one that's not right.
No.
And he would be.
Kaylin is the only one that call and check on me. You niggas don't call and check on the bitch.
I live here. I see you. All
You
the
live
time.
here, but you gonna call me. I've been out the country. I could have died. You know people dying out of the country. Did you call to see if I made it back
I
safe?
saw your updates on Instagram, so you was good.
Okay, but
I know
still,
you was straight.
whatever. Now Kayla, I give it to Kayla. She'll take care of me. But just a random call to say I love you, I miss you, y'all don't do that shit. You niggas don't do that shit.
You know that's what you want. Like,
I mean, I don't want it, but if I did, I wouldn't get it from you, the ungrateful motherfuckers. So my 21-year-old son, that's my other son. That's Kaylin. And I also have my daughter, Kayla. If you all are fans of Carmen Barton and of my comedy or of my show, you will know that my daughter is gay. And so it's like I really got 3 sons, but there was some controversy that it was a picture that Gabrielle Union posted. Did you hear about this?
no.
So she had the picture of her baby in one arm, and on the other side of her was her picture of Dwayne Wade's son. Now, as you all know, this is Dwayne Wade's middle son, and he's openly gay now, even though he's young. He's openly gay. So in the caption, you didn't know this?
No, how old is he? Ain't he like a baby?
No, he ain't a baby. He like 14 or some shit.
That is a baby. What?
I mean, I don't know. I don't even know how old the boy is. I'm gonna have to get Nick in here to get the proper age. But but the caption that she put on the picture said, "Me and my girls." So people was attacking her because she, referenced him as a girl, even though he's a boy, and he's, saying that he's gay. She was criticized heavily. And, well, I don't know how old he is. Don't quote me on the age. He may be younger, he may be older, I'm not sure.
I'm sure he's older if she did that.
I mean, look, if you look at the picture, shit, it's on Instagram. So somebody said, "Oh, what do you see when you see this?" And, they just criticizing her. She's been constantly criticized by being so supportive of her son, her stepson and Dwayne Wade's son. They're supportive of her. They marched in a gay pride parade for him and had like T-shirts made, how they support him. And, they support him and his sexuality 100%. And I think that as a parent, you should support your children. Now, I will say that I was a very extremely non-supportive parent of my child's sexuality. I told her, do not be gay, you going to hell. Please don't be gay, you need some dick, all of that shit. I was not supportive of it at all. But I don't know how it feels to struggle with my sexuality. I don't know how it feels for everything to be right and the feelings that I have lead me left. And
Wow, he's 12.
he's 12, bam. 12 years old.
Wow.
And I believe that it would be very, very difficult for me to accept and support, if my child was 12 years old. Because I believe my daughter was 18, 17, 18 by the time I was able to really, when it brought to me, and it took me a while to really accept it and support it. So I think that I want to commend Gabrielle and Dwayne Wade for supporting it at such a young age, because at 12 years old, how can you know? I don't know. The whole thing is that she was criticized. But I do feel like in their defense, you have to support your kids, whether they're doing something that you like it or not, because kids fight battles and fight demons and go through all type of shit. And part of the reason why I didn't...
Do you feel like it has to do with money, too?
Do I feel like it has to do with money? Them supporting him? I don't know, but Dwayne Wade been acting gay as hell lately, his damn self. So shit. He probably been watching his damn daddy cross-dress and shit and wearing wigs and shit. No, I don't know. These just jokes, y'all. If you don't like them, fuck you. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't think that it has anything to do with money. I think that there are people who support their kids when, you know, even if they broke. I just don't think it has anything to do with it. But I know that I can only imagine how difficult it may be to be a girl and like girls, or to be a boy and so, you know, like.
I don't think it's that difficult for girls.
And I also feel like.
It's more difficult for boys.
Well, I also feel like as a 12-year-old, I feel like him, you know, having obvious femininity. Because to me, gay is who you sleep with. I feel like at 12, he's probably hasn't even had sex.
Yeah, that's.
You know.
That's why I'm like, huh?
It's just that he's feminine. You know what I'm saying? He had like a little, in the picture, he still looked like a little boy. He ain't got a lashes and nothing on, but he had like a little twisty around his wrist, or, you know, I just felt like I could see why people had something to say, because my daughter is 19. She's grown. And I joke and laugh all the time about my daughter's sexuality. It's an ongoing joke. It's a joke on stage. I laugh about it. We talk about it on the radio show. But I would never refer to her as a son,
As a boy.
you know, as a boy, because she's not a boy. So I can see why people are criticizing her for saying me and my girls, because he's not a motherfucking girl at the end of the day. You know, I don't give a fuck what his sexuality, and he's 12. So I don't care what his sexuality is or whatever the case may be. You know, I understand the criticism, because at the end of the day, I feel like a child could be going through a phase and you pushing him. You pushing him by your blatant acceptance. You know what I'm saying? And so I always felt like my daughter was going through a phase. She was a tomboy. You know, I felt like she was, because she's a masculine, and I felt like she was going through a phase. And so I never accepted it. I never told her, yeah, do this, ever. I always told her, you need to get some dick. I always told her that this ain't right. You know, it's wrong, it's nasty. And part of the reason why I didn't want my daughter to be gay was because of how I knew she would get treated by other people. Not necessarily me not liking gay people, but people are killed because of their sexuality, you know? And I just didn't want her to go through that because of a phase that she was going through. You know what I'm saying? But now it is what it is. She can hold her own. Whatever battles she has, she gonna fight them as a woman or as a man, whatever she want to be. You know, whatever, however she want to do. But it is what it is. I feel like as a parent, you know, non-support of your child's sexuality is not going to change it. She gonna like girls whether I like it or not. She gonna date girls whether I approve of it or not. So why fight my child and be fighting with her and not talking to her and miss out on the presence of her in my life, because she's an amazing human being and my life is not the same without her. So why fuck myself trying to be mad, you know? So I accept it 100% and I stand by her, but I'm not finna call her no girl. I mean, no boy, you know. And especially at 12, I feel like it was a bit much. So as we wind down and get into our second hour, I do have a special guest. It's a dude that I've been dating. I started fucking with him a couple of years ago, and I couldn't shake this nigga. So we getting married now. So I'm about to be a whole wife out here. And so we're going to talk a little bit about that part of my life that I have not really disclosed, and we'll get into why I haven't disclosed it. It's extremely entertaining. So stay tuned for the second hour of Can You Hear Me Now? This is the Marcus King Presents Dash Comedy, and I'll be right back with the nigga that's been hitting it the most for the last couple of years. See y'all in a minute.
I admit, I got a few problems. I probably still got some. I probably still want them. I hope you forget about all the harm done. You probably want karma for all of your daughters. Quit saying that shit. You saying that's it, but damn, I got some more. All I hear is A, but niggas never made the honor roll. All I hear is snake that's probably coming from my collar, bro. All I hear is A because they can't get this Circana glow. But I'ma stay legit. You claim you got the blaze. My players got some sticks. They may take you away. Your stuff is out of here. You thought that I would change. I guess this common sense. Okay, I'm kinda with the shit. My products really stay. Come here and take a whiff. You don't know what to say, but yes, I'm talkative. Just close your mouth and pray. I hope your God can hear. Okay, it's steady haze, and it's obviously because I got a better bang than the clock when it squeezes. I hope you can obtain. Please get all that you need before we hit the road today. I'ma spark up your tree. Cash in the safe, cause I had to. Tryna get that bag, tryna move it, that's a bad move, bad move. You ain't help me scrape, so get back, fool. Bathroom, shitting on these niggas' stomachs, that full. Wait, I guess I got to wait. I'm hungry as the fuck I'm gonna take. I had to run it up, you run it to the fame. I guess I ain't the one, I'm Neo to the face. Wait, fuck them all, really. Popping up with no effort at all. Willie, stopping us ain't gonna help the cause any. Lock 'em up, these niggas commit fraud. Silly, but I'ma stay legit. You claim you got the blaze. My players got some sticks. They may take you away. Your stuff is out of here. You thought that I would change. I guess this common sense. Okay, I'm kinda with the shit. My products really stay. Come here and take a whiff. You don't know what to say, but yes, I'm talkative. Just close your mouth and pray. I hope your God can hear. Okay, it's steady haze, and it's obviously because I got a better bang than the clock when it squeezes. I hope you can obtain. Please get all that you need before we hit the road today. I'ma spark up your tree. Okay. Sit up in the wait, time's up. Put this shit away, time's up, time's up, time's up. Sit up in the wait, time's up. When I'm finna wait, put your lines up. Wait, niggas finna hate cause the time's up. You was really late behind us. Hey, set up in the wait, but time's up. When I'm finna wait, put your lines up. Wait, niggas finna hate cause the time's up. You was really late behind us. Hey, put him in the seat, I recline you. Stand up fake, but he's spineless. Shake, tryna get away, I'ma find you. Tryna speak plays, they behind us. Hey, rather get a blade than a sniper. Rather get a weight than a Christ in the face. You was in the way tryna blind us, but I see the hate in your eyes, bro. Niggas keep hating, I ain't even noticed. Till I got my weight of potatoes reloaded. You fakers keep changing like kid in the booth. Or when cam on the beat, I keep changing my flows. And you really ain't close to me, better stay focused. Like camera apples just snapping like poachers. I want a rapper to act like he clueless. A piece of my money need that cause he's weak. Paper's great, make some more. Grab a plate and a fork. Traveling space, land it mood. I levitate, I hate the flow. I meditate, my grandma said you better get that check and go. I never hate on fellas cause I have my lane, you never cruise. Constipated, stop shit. You was that but not this. Boy that cider, not Chris. Gas that smell like hot piss. Cop this, back you gon' get back cause I will not miss. Bombs hit, facts I won't go back, my shit is timeless. You just the passion to sit and enjoy. All of you rappers be sweeter than truth. Vital like Katie, you ready no rules. You pulling out cameras, you better not lose. No, I don't do as much capping as you. Jersey so long, ain't no rapping it, fool. Served up a song, I did that with a spoon. See me up in the earth without having a boost. Set up finna wait, but time's up. When I'm finna wait, put your lines up. Wait, niggas finna hate cause the time's up. You was really late behind us. Hey, set up finna wait, but time's up. When I'm finna wait, put your lines up. Wait, niggas finna hate cause the time's up. You was really late behind us. Hey, put him in the seat, I recline you. Stand up fake, but he's spineless. Shake, tryna get away, I'ma find you. Tryna speak plays, they behind us. Hey, rather get a blade than a sniper. Rather get a weight than a Christ in the face. You was in the way tryna blind us, but I see the hate in your eyes, bro.
I am Carmen Barton. You're listening to Marcus King Presents Dash Comedy here in the studio in Inglewood, California. I got my son, Camos Pesos, with me. What's up, Cameron?
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Got my mic on. Yep.
And I also have my special guest, Nick Carthan.
What's up, y'all?
I don't even know if his mic is on.
Is my mic on?
I don't know. Is
It's
it
on.
on?
It's on.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's on. So we just, piggybacking off of what we talked about before the break. It's a huge controversy going on right now with, Gabrielle Union. Now, I think you was the first one, Nick, who told me about the son being gay and about how accepting they was about the son being gay. Now, I just found out the boy is 12 years old.
Yeah, he's a
12-year-old kid.
12-year-old rainbow.
So the 12-year-old rainbow, you ain't gonna do him like that. But right now it's some controversy because Gabrielle Union posted a picture on Instagram, and on the picture she had her baby girl, the one she just had via surrogate, and then the 12-year-old.
Wait, Gabrielle didn't have the kid at home?
You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, she had trouble having.
All that fucking she did in all the movies?
That's probably why she couldn't get a one.
Man.
I don't know, but no, she did. She had a lot of miscarriages, and she was unable to successfully conceive a child on her own and carry it. So they finally got a surrogate, and so she got the little, the little baby looked like an old woman. No, I ain't coming for the baby, but the baby look. I mean, she know the baby look like an old woman.
Old soul.
Yeah, she do all type of little mean. Like, baby look like she been here before. She look like a little bitty grandma. Whatever.
Baby.
Ain't nobody coming for this baby. The child
Baby
look like
Minnie.
she's 73 years old. The baby
That's
look
the thing,
old.
though. At
Baby
least the
Nene.
child has room to grow.
I mean, she does, but she got like an old, I mean, she cute, like in like an old lady type of way.
Like, she 9 months now and she'll be 80 next week.
Exactly, that's how she looked. So she was holding the baby, and she had the gay son, the 12-year-old son, as he's openly gay, because they be doing marches with the little boy and everything.
Yeah.
And the caption on top said, "Me and my girls." So it was a lot of controversy around it, and so I'm kind of split in the middle, having a gay daughter, because I feel like you have to support your children at the end of the day, because those are your children, and it's gonna always be your child, and you don't know what they struggle with. The whole world is against them, especially the black man. But I just feel like at 12 years old, would I be calling my son a girl at 12?
I mean, just because the person's gay, it's not a sex change. So why would she say me and my girls? Like, but this is all because because of Dwayne Wade, because he ain't saying shit. Like, you got 2 rings. Why you allow Mary Jane to just call your son a girl?
I mean, apparently that's what he want to be. He want to be.
Nah, that's not cool at all. I think that marriage has been over.
I mean, they support. Dwayne Wade was marching in the gay pride march with the boy.
He could march that though.
Yes.
Dwayne Wade could march in the parade to support his son. That's cool. But now you going to another level. You talk about like that's like if it like you take a picture with me. You like me and my bitches. Like I ain't one of your bitches. I'm a man. That's not cool. No, I'm just saying. How you gonna say me and the girls?
She's calling, and that's why it was a lot of controversy. So she responded to the controversy.
Like he still stand up to pee.
Huh?
He still stands up to pee.
How we know? We don't know how that boy pee. He might have some panties on and the panty line. We don't know what is going on. What is going on with this child? I don't, But like I said, I just feel like at the end of the day, it's difficult for me to knock a parent who's supporting their child, because at the end of the day, this is support for a child. At the end of the day, she is supporting her stepson.
That's not support. Yeah, your stepson, that's your stepdaughter.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but I mean...
But you put me and my girl... I was like, but at the end of the day, look, Dwayne Wade ain't saying shit, so who are we to be like, I mean, if Dwayne Wade cool with his son being called a girl, like, once again...
Hey, y'all know what I think?
What's up?
I think that she doesn't care what anybody else thinks because it's between all of them. So
Well, you know what? I want to say I agree.
They probably like.
I want to say I
You
agree.
she showed him like this is good, right? He was like, yeah, I'm happy, thank you.
No.
So
I want to say I agree. However, I don't agree. You want to know why? Because you did this publicly. You went onto the internet and you said me and my girls specifically for a reaction. You can't tell me that you didn't do that for a reaction.
Let me say this. When Dwayne Wade cheated on Gabrielle Union
And had that outside baby. You
I had that outside baby,
Ooh.
he proposed to her, and then after that, she started running shit. Like she was on the radio talking about eating his asshole out.
Oh yes, she was.
Right? Then she had the nigga wearing a robe, a female robe on, a female robe with his toenails polished on Instagram. Now she calling his son a female. You know what I'm saying? And the evil in Gabrielle Union, it just transferred into the baby's face. That's what happened.
First of all, I want to let y'all know.
Negativity will have you looking certain weird.
I have seen Gabrielle Union in person, and she is the sweetest, nicest person.
I guarantee you she is.
She's really nice. So like I don't know about all that mean stuff. But I mean you're right. He cheated,
God.
so he got. You know that is what it is. But that's his choice though. He's an adult. He can.
No, he's 12.
So we're gonna.
Dwayne Wade?
No, he can choose not to wear the robe or not to paint his.
I know LeBron won't allow none of that shit in his house. That's why he's a king.
I don't care if I cheated with 12 women. You're not gonna make me do that.
That's what I just said. I said LeBron won't allow none of that shit in his house. That's what kings do. You know what I'm saying? Like, Bronny Jr., his other son got shit going right. When you a wing player, that's the type of shit that go on.
His sons play basketball though, right?
Yeah, what is it? Yeah.
He a beast.
He a beast. Sierra Canyon.
Yeah.
You know, when he take pictures, they be like, me and the niggas.
Oh my
Not
God.
me and the girls. Not me and the girls.
So we gonna go to the actual caption that said "my girls." It didn't say "me and my girls." It said "my girls"
Worse.
with a black heart and a red heart. And so.
But I see a boy and a girl in that picture.
So someone says, "What do y'all think about this?" And Gabrielle Union responded, and her response was, "Looks like love to me. I truly hope that everyone gets the love, support, and hugs they deserve." And she said her daughter ain't for the dumb shit. Peace and blessings. And see, this is my this.
Who? What daughter? The son?
No, they're talking about the old lady baby, because you know that's her whole thing with the daughter. She be having all these old lady quotes, so she know the baby look old. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, the baby not a knit.
that's like a little funny thing that they got going on with the baby, you know, being this little smart mouth little baby. They be, you know, she posts the baby's thoughts, and they always match her expressions. So it's a brilliant idea, and the thing about it is that you're not gonna tell me that she didn't post this. Oh, you know what?
What?
You know what? This is a whole game changer. I have misconstrued this entire thing. Actually, if we go back, I can see that Dwayne Wade is the one who actually posted this and said his girls.
She done.
So while we over here attacking Gabrielle Union, I stand corrected. Dwayne Wade put this in his snap.
I
And
said
Dwayne Wade is the one who's referring to the three of them as his girls.
Gabrielle done ate his brains round his asshole, and he don't clearly don't care no more.
Oh my God, I'm shocked.
Poor Zaire, man. His first gift Sierra Cannon, his brother gonna be in the stairs going, Zaire!
Oh my God.
Should have 3-pointed for a bitch.
Oh my God, you ain't right. But yeah, so this is Dwayne Wade who's referring to the three of them as my girls. So Dwayne Wade is ultimately supporting him, which goes back to my original statement, Cameron, that this motherfucker is gay too. Shit.
So Dwayne Wade shouldn't have children. Because this is because like you fought for you are literally out here saying so you allowed as a man. That's not a man. Dwayne Wade's not a man.
But I mean, this boy made a choice at 12 years old to be gay. And he supports his son and his choice.
Your son could be gay. That's cool. That's cool. There's nothing against that. But you calling your son a girl?
Yeah, I just don't know if I agree with that. At 12 years old.
No, that's not.
But you doing it publicly for the world to see. You posted this on your Snap.
No father would ever put out me and my girls are out having fun, and it'd be 3 of his sons is gay. No dad is gonna put. He gonna be like my boys. You're still a man at the end of the day. There's nothing. See, that's the issue that I have. A lot of people, like, we don't have no issue. I don't have any issue with whatever sexuality you choose. You want to be gay, cool. But you still a man at the end of the day. Your skin is still man coated. You know what I'm trying to say? You. No. See, now if his son was a transvestite, cool. You can call him whatever the hell you want to call him. But he's not that. He's still a man. He didn't transfer. He didn't transfer.
So one of the most popular comments on this post with all the controversy is a comment from a gay man. And this comment says, "Kids know who they are. I've always known who I was and what I liked from a young age. There's nothing wrong with accepting your kids for who they are." And I agree. And that's where the I agree with that. And that's where the parents of a gay child comes in to say, hey, I'm going to love and accept my child for who she is no matter what. But when you are in the public eye and you are posting these pictures, making these comments, because my daughter got posted on National Daughter's Day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you didn't post on National Son's Day.
You know,
that's what I'm saying.
But that's me, and if that's how I choose to do it.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
no,
that's how
the lead.
These national days, though, I think they
just making
BS.
shit up.
I think
But
that's
you see,
bullshit.
National Sunday.
Why did y'all do a girlfriend day? Why did y'all do
Yeah,
that?
they did the
So
girlfriend.
what Dwayne Wade gonna tell his daughter when he get older? Like your older brother playing ball and your sister. Your sister.
That's what he gonna tell him. Obviously, that's what he gonna tell him. Because he the one who put.
That's why Dwayne Wade shouldn't even got a
I'm so
tour.
upset that I got this wrong for the
He
first.
shouldn't even got a tour in the NBA for the bullshit that he doing.
Oh my God! You better leave Dwayne Wade alone, and he a legend.
Not no more.
But like I said, but didn't I say this before he came on? I'm like, Dwayne Wade been dressing crazy, he been looking crazy,
Yeah.
and that's why he support him, because deep down he may like to get fucked in the ass. You know what I'm saying? We never know.
Yeah, well, I believe Gabrielle running around with the sticks.
She got sticks running around.
She got the stick running around with the stick.
So back to my family dynamic that I wanted to kind of talk about. So obviously I have 3 kids now, and I was talking about my struggle with my daughter's sexuality. I struggle with her sexuality a lot, and one of the things that I love about Nick is that he was one of the ones who was like, because my daughter and Nick, I wish we had her on the show today. They like best friends, you know what I'm saying? They like best friends. She tells him things that she won't ever tell me. My daughter got shot.
She didn't tell me that first.
Well, no, she didn't tell you that she got shot first. But she told you all the details of her getting shot before she told any damn body. The police couldn't find out how she got shot. Nobody couldn't find out how you got
You
shot.
don't talk to no police out here. What are you talking about?
I mean, of course she
No
wouldn't talk to the police.
anything.
Of course, I'm just saying that nobody knew the details
You
of
just
her
were talking
getting
about
shot before he did. He took her on a walk to the gym and came back like, oh yeah, I know everything about how she got shot. I'm like, what the fuck? I've been trying to pull this shit out of this bitch for 2 weeks, and she tells you
And on a
everything.
note, I didn't give her the information. I just kept it to myself.
I still don't know, but he know, So
That's the code. That's the bro
Yeah.
code. We don't.
the bro
tell
code.
the
So you
police.
calling your sister a bro, huh? What's up,
Huh?
Dwayne Wade? You calling your sister
No,
a
I'm
bro?
talking about me and Nick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then Kayla, I mean, shoot, she a bro sometimes too.
So yeah, that's
Sometimes, but she's still my sister though. you
yeah.
know, it's weird.
But we talk ever since that I announced the engagement on social media. I just been getting so many people asking me about how did you pick this nigga and how did this and that. So I just want to publicly say that one of the things that attracted me was the relationship that you have with my kids. Of course, me and you trained. That's how we met. We trained together. We both comics training together. And then you start training my kids, and you rehab my daughter after she got shot. Helped her, start walking right and all that good shit. And so you have an amazing relationship with my kids. Now, I don't even know, I'm gonna test this. So Cameron, let's just say y'all bros was all out, and it was you, Nick, and
God.
Kaylin, and y'all was all out, everybody drinking and all of that shit. And he fucked with a bitch, would you tell me? Or would you be like, no, that's the bro
Nick?
code? Yeah.
Oh,
Nigga, I will come over there and punch you right in your eye.
that is.
Is that the
I believe in your smart. I believe that you are more intelligent than I am, so I believe you will figure it out.
So basically, you telling me that you wouldn't say shit.
I'm not saying I wouldn't say. I would say if the time was right.
If the time was right.
I think
right.
I think the way Karen wants to answer this.
No,
is the
you
fact
shut
that
your ass up.
He knows that I wouldn't do that.
Answer, but
He knows you wouldn't do it.
I like to let people live their own lives and go. I don't like being involved because then I'm involved. It's just like, oh, Cameron said it. You know what I'm saying? So
Your mom thinks that we gonna be out chilling with tons of bitches.
I mean, I would hope. As long as y'all here chilling with tons of niggas, I would rather y'all be chilling with tons of bitches than tons of niggas.
No. I would see. I feel like you would ask me. You would be like, oh, I got. And if that's the case, then I'll be like, oh, well, I'll tell you.
So basically, Cameron is over there stuttering and shit, and that's letting me know now that you wouldn't say shit if this nigga hollered at a bitch
I think
while y'all was out.
I've learned from experience that women are way better at that at finding out.
You learn from experience. Which one of my
Basically,
niggas
what he's saying, which would never happen.
I'm saying from women that I've been with that they not dumb. That they find out stuff very fast.
No, I didn't go out with y'all. I'm just giving you a hypothetical
But
situation. No, let me stop. Hold on.
Wait.
Carmen Barton, can you hear me now? I'm finna talk. Carmen Barton, I'm talking. I'm finna give you a hypothetical situation. So I'm at the crib. No, I'm on the road, out of town. You come by, y'all link up, y'all go to Fridays, at the bar at Fridays. You drinking, Nick drinking, Kayla drinking. It's bitches there, everybody drinking, everybody having fun. Yeah. A bitch gets in his ear, and they exchange numbers and information. And Nick goes to the bathroom, and you hear the bitch say, yeah, because I'm going to fuck this nigga, he fine as hell.
Oh, no, no.
Then, y'all go on. When I come back in town, would you tell me?
If I heard that, I would first tell Nick and see what he says. And if niggas are like, oh no, then it's cool. If the niggas like, no, that's not gonna happen. I'm not.
Would you tell me?
What's it to tell?
About any of that?
I got a scenario, right?
No,
wait, sir. What if me and Cameron?
My whole point is that.
Wait. What if me and Cameron out, right? And this is bad red bone bitch. And Cameron like, yo, I gotta talk to her. But now we got this bond. I'm trying to help him out because only for the good well-being of him. And she got a friend. And he like, yo, Nick, I know you engaged to my mom, but I need you to holler at this bitch so I can get this other one. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is come back to the crib with me, but flirt with the bitch, but don't put it in, right? While I'm putting that work. Why you gonna tell you that? I'll call up like, babe, I'm helping Cameron out.
Cameron, let's go start up something that this is like.
My whole point. I'm glad y'all saying all of this. I'm glad y'all saying all this shit because my whole point of bringing all this shit up is the fact that this nigga got a bond with my kids to the point where my kids would not tell on him. That's my whole point is that my kids would not tell on him. Now, he ain't even really the cheating type nigga, so this is all hypothetical.
That's why I was laughing.
But if something popped off, they would not tell on him. Because these niggas like this nigga more than they like me, to tell the truth.
Well, Caleb was mean mugging bitches that wouldn't even trying to talk to me.
I ain't worried about my daughter, because my daughter gonna tell it all. I ain't even worried about that. My daughter gonna tell it all. My daughter won't even let you train a bitch. She like, excuse me, bitch, you too close. I'm like, this nigga trying to make money. You done ran the bitches off. So that was one of the things is that, my kids, my kids have a really good relationship.
It just really depends on to me.
See what I'm saying? He wouldn't say shit, everybody. I want everybody to know that my son ain't shit. Because this nigga would let this nigga that he done seen came out my room at night and closed the door behind him. He would let this nigga do some shit.
No. I would not let that go down. I would tell you if it was.
I believe Cameron would tell you.
I would tell you if it was something like that. But if it's something where I don't like, see where you started off with the scenario, you like, oh, he whispered in her ear. I don't know what they talking about. I don't know if
What are you doing whispering to a motherfucker? Okay,
It could be loud. It could be in Kitchen 24. It could be loud.
Oh, you know what? You ain't shit.
It might be loud. Music buffing.
Man, but that's the great thing about, you know, the family dynamic that I have, you know, with somebody that came into my life that we was just friends, you know, hanging around me, hanging around my kids, you know, now it's part of the family. So, Cameron, I just want to ask, you know, how do you feel about me getting married? You've seen me be single, and you've seen me fuck with niggas here and there. What's the
You fuck with niggas.
I'm happy. I'm glad, and I'm glad I know the guy, and he's cool and stuff like that. I'm more concerned for him because I've lived with you, so I know how, like,
thank you.
You know, like.
Wait a minute, you need to elaborate.
When you said the toxic, when you went over the toxic thing the other week, I was just like,
about the crazy toxic bitches.
Yeah, man. I was like, what you used to do back in the day and stuff.
But I'm not that person anymore. I used to be crazy and toxic, but I have matured.
You know, this is the first. It's gotta be the first marriage in history where the woman's family is like, man, we are afraid for him. Like, I need to run around with a vest in this marriage.
Man, you know what the craziest thing was? The craziest thing was when he met Daddy, and I'm like, this nigga Daddy jumped on his team and was bashing me.
Really?
Yes, hollered at me.
He said she cheated Uno.
Oh.
He talking about you gotta watch her playing Uno.
He said this one cheated.
I'm like, Daddy, if you don't shut your ass up, I need somebody to be on my team around here.
You cheat playing Uno.
I do not cheat.
You cheat playing
I
Monopoly.
win. I do not
Your
cheat.
cousin just texted you from New York and said, I'm gonna pray for him.
I did. Yeah, Emmanuel moved to New York, Cameron. I didn't get to tell you that.
He moved to New York?
Yeah. You know, I hadn't heard from him in a couple of weeks, so he hit me up.
That's
and he was
good.
like, how you doing? I'm like, I'm good.
You with Evan, right?
No, yeah, I don't know if he with Evan or not. I just know he in New York.
Right?
Yeah, he is.
Her management team told me to be careful.
Be careful with what?
You.
What you mean be careful with me?
They said, hey now, all right, we gonna pray for you. Her management team. Her management team said they gonna pray for me.
That just mean that they want to lift you up in prayer. You know.
Kayla come by and shake her head in prayer for me.
Hey, you know what you think I was? Anytime somebody got some good pussy, it's some things that come along with it. Ain't no. If I had some whack pussy, you should know I'll be behaving well. Anytime you got some good pussy, that bitch is crazy. You know that. Cameron, you know.
Huh?
You know.
Oh, no.
The best pussy be attached to a crazy bitch, right?
I don't know about that. I know I'm not crazy. So, well, I'm crazy too. So it's just different types of crazy. Like, you know, especially for a woman. Like, yeah, y'all have a particular evil, like, type of different crazy than men do. Men are just, you know, straight. At least you were able to see it
it's
from
some
a mile
crazy ass
away.
men.
She told the airlines I was dead.
I told the airline you was
She told
dead.
the airline I was dead.
Nigga, did I get us in first class or not? I don't want to hear that shit, nigga. I told him you was half dead. Don't worry about my life. We about to take a quick break. We're gonna come back.
I bet we are.
We're gonna come back and talk more about this crazy family dynamic. What's making it all work, you know. And we're going to talk more about how my daughter tells you all the shit that she doesn't tell me and the fact that you don't even tell me. We're going to get back into that shit. You're listening to Carmen Barton. Can You Hear Me Now? Marcus King presents Dash Radio.
Yeah.
So.
Fuck with the man. You know I'm bombing like I'm from Japan. Evil, I promise I won't shake your hand. If I think you would come, I'll go chop off your head. Yo, bitch keep smiling and touching my dread. She feed me power, I'm plugging her legs. Leaving me sour, I won't plug a thing. Cause my partner's bound to go fuck up his whip. Yeah, free the old lady, then I dip. Yeah, pour up some drink, then I sip. Yeah, smoking some dank in a VIP. Yeah, why you complaining, you simp? Yeah, where did she came in, I whip it. She pay me a grip, you would think I'm a pimp. Yeah, where did we taking this shit? It gon' make you repeat, you would think I was sent. Straight from heaven, I'ma have reports. Cause half you niggas is really ass and shorts. And half you niggas shouldn't have records. Cause your track and different, you finna crash the course. Half the business HD, know you gon' hate me. Cause I won't settle for fake beats. Don't let that way, bitch, I'm straight peasy. When I make scenes hard because no one can play me. It's hard for you niggas. Hard because no one can play me. But for me, hard because no one can play me. It really ain't that hard. Hard because no one can play me. Try to make it hard. Hard because no one can play me. Big bang, set aside. Never say, tell his mom. Get a rate, take a job. You can't hang, take a job. the pack, so I'ma smoke it all until my lungs be black. Protocol is to get the bag, so I'ma run with that until my legs collapse. Broken hearts, I felt I loved the task because she wanted more, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm okay. I'm okay with that. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay with that. Loading up the gun just to see if it'll work. I'm confused, cause you had said it never would change, even if I got the fame or the views. But now you're telling me that you think that it's way too much for you to lose. I thought we had agreed that I'm free and I wouldn't give a fuck. Now you tryna hide. Please just come outside. Know I'm down to ride. Hope your homie slide. Back against the wall, I had to beat it with my pride. Back against the wall, I fuck me, but still I'm nice. Right. Hoes called and said they wanna check. I told them suck my balls, they said they waiting for that. Rose called and wanna know where I'm at. I told them get some job to go run up a check. Beating the odds, took it easy, yes, cause I believe in God and really think I'm blessed. Eating them raw, cause I'm a beast depressed. I turn my ringer off, cause I don't need the stress. Rose called and said they want me back. I told them I ain't shit, but they okay with that. Rose called and said he got the pack, so I'ma smoke it all until my lungs be black. Protocol is to get the bag, so I'ma run with that until my legs.
Can you hear me now? We're live in Inglewood, California. I'm here with my special guest, Nick Carthan,
What's up, y'all?
and my son, Camo's Peso. You'll listen to all Cameron's
up?
music. Cameron is the engineer, and he did write and produce all the music that you hear here on Carmen Barton, Can You Hear Me Now? So I want everybody to support and follow Cameron at Camo's Peso is his Instagram. I'm at Carmen Comedy, and Nick Carthan is Nick_Carthan. Just talking about the extension of my family. I have 3 children, and now I started fucking Nick, and this nigga was
Wow,
crazy for the pussy.
Crazy introduction. Hold on.
He can't leave me alone. This nigga got on one knee. That's how good the pussy is, bitches. If niggas ain't getting on one knee,
That's how it
then
went
your
down.
shit trash.
That's how it went down, huh?
That's how it went down, you know. So,
I think
so
it
here
gotta be
we
a
are.
little more than just
Yeah.
that.
What?
Gotta be
Since it's your show, I'll just go with your story.
A lot
my
more
story.
than just that. Because
Yeah.
No, you know, niggas was at my door. I chose you. You know what I'm saying? So you should be grateful. That's why you was on one knee. You should have been on 2 knees. No, I'm just kidding. I'm fronting. I'm fronting.
Send this footage to your daddy. Let us see what you think about this.
No, but actually, everybody been asking me, everything about, how I got into this and, this relationship and, got to a point. Now, one thing I want to say is that timing is everything, for all the women who are single and feel like you'll never have anybody. And, you got to just know that timing is everything, because as a young single mother, I always wanted to be single. I never wanted my children to have a stepfather. I never wanted anyone else to help me raise my kids, probably because my father was so major in their life. I never felt like they needed a father figure. And, I didn't want no other niggas, being mean to my kids when I wasn't there or anything like that, So I was always good. And then as I got older, I was really focused on having my career, so I wasn't really trying to date. I was just out here hoeing. What? I mean, not hoeing. I mean, like, Cameron, you never seen me hoe, right? Like, Cameron, out of 23 years, you 24 years old, you've seen me with 2 men.
Somebody gonna have this clip up. They gonna be like, yeah, so let's get some footage about his wife. He's like, yeah, I was out here hoeing. Oh my God.
I mean, I wasn't hoeing, but once I moved to LA, Because I moved to LA and I left my children in St. Louis so I could, get up here and get things going with my career. And so when I moved here, I did things that I never did. That was when I was hoeing the most because my kids wasn't there to see. Like, I never wanted my kids to see me hoe or see niggas coming in and out of my bedroom and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably the most hoeing that went down. And then after I did, I was like, hoeing this really ain't for me. Then I got on the road and I hoed a little bit, but not a lot because.
So I retired the hoe.
So you retired the hoe. And you was a hoe too. Don't like you wasn't a hoe. You told me all the stories.
But it's just different. It's real. Like when a man be like, "Yo, all my hoeing," but when you're a woman coming out of nowhere, like, all my hoeing. It's like, Jesus Christ.
All the niggas. I left all my niggas to be with your crazy ass. But no. So the thing about.
I was being harassed in my DM.
Oh, if you don't get the fuck out of here.
Why this formal hoe?
Oh my God.
I'm being harassed in my DM. No,
it wasn't anything like that. But we was friends first. And it came at a time that when we initially met, I think that, I still had, it was just me and Cameron at the house.
I met Cameron first.
Yeah, and then Kayla came back, and then she came back right when Cameron left. But the long story short is that my kids are all grown and out the house, and he came into the picture. And initially, what attracted me to him was his relationship with his daughter. Has a 5-year-old daughter. When I met her, she was 3, and he had this amazing relationship with his daughter. It was amazing father, and
just alike too.
Yeah, twins. So it reminded me so much of my father and I. Now, when you hear about, we've all heard, women want to date a man like their father. We used to hear it. Nowadays, most bitches don't even know their fathers, but for women who do know their fathers, I think that I always struggle with that. Because I never dated a nigga who was nothing like my daddy, ever. All the niggas that I dated was roughneck, drug dealing, lying, cheating, hoe ass, married ass. Most of them with no
father.
Why is that?
I don't know. I think that I was just,
what?
I was a rebellious state, very young. Like your daddy Cameron. When I started dating your daddy, this nigga, I was 16. This nigga was 25.
No, it wasn't.
No, 16, 17, 20. He's like almost 10 years older than me.
Well, you were just misguided. You were selling gumballs at a young age, right?
I was hustling. I had to get them LA Girl boots. Don't be trying to come for me. But I never was attracted to anyone like my daddy. And then here I am in my early 40s, and I meet someone that reminds me of my father, in so many different ways.
So that's probably why you in your 40s, so you're more mature and you know what you want now.
Yeah, it's time to come home now.
It's time to come home.
Come home.
Oh God,
settle down.
Right.
Get out of
so he was a family man, reminded me of my father, made me laugh. Me being a comedian, it's very difficult to make me laugh. I'm around comedy. I've rubbed shoulders with the best of the best, the funniest people. So it's really difficult to make me laugh. And so ultimately, the family dynamic is what I was attracted to. I met your parents early on. We was just, friends in the early stages of dating, and parents been married for almost 40 years. 2 kids. Just a strong, structured family. So I think that's one of the things that attracted me to him. Was the family man, and so.
Let me just tell this fairy tale a little bit better, all right?
Oh,
this is what I want to show you fellas to never give up. Your mom was telling people that I was a cornball.
You was a cornball.
She thought I was a cornball. And look where we at now.
Wow.
Look where we at now. Ain't the corn done popped off the kernel, right? Look where we at now. So for all the fellas out there that's like, nah, I ain't gonna talk to her because she might think I'm a cornball.
He was a cornball. Like, we actually, what people don't know is that actually.
I'm proud of myself. You all right?
So actually, a comedian, Naeem Lynn, he's been on the show before. We're gonna have him back again. It's been my friend for the longest. you know, Naeem and I have been friends for over a decade. One of the very few people in the comedy industry that I can call my friend is Naeem Lynn. So Naeem, you know, he knew all about my hoeing, and he knew me. We was friends. You know what I'm saying? And so Naeem hit me up one day, and he was like, "Yo, you know, my boy Nick." What's something about my boy Nick like you? And I'm like, Nick who? And he was like, Nick Carter. And I was like, ew, like get the fuck out of here.
What?
I'm not fucking with that nigga. He was like, why? And I was like, no. I'm like, no. I'm already.
That's not what you said to him.
What?
That's not what you said.
I was like, I'm already fucking 3 different niggas as it is. Okay.
No,
And
you said that, and you said because of the situation, you didn't really want to mess with it.
yeah, I'm like, this is another comedian. This nigga was married to another comedian. I'm not like, nigga, no. I'm not about to fuck with him. And he's a motherfucking cornball.
It was no cornball that came out of your mouth.
And I'm like, and he's a cornball. I'm like, ew. Like, I would never. You know what I'm saying?
That's so funny.
So he was all like, I was like, plus I'm in this relationship. You know what I'm saying? Naeem, you notice I'm still fucking with dudes. So he was like, well, you know, just let him train you. So I'm like, well, shit, I am overweight. And Naeem was all like, this nigga was trained for pussy, trust me. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I'm not about to fuck this nigga. But I'm like, if he'll train me for free or cheap, maybe I'll get into it. So this came and went. So a couple of months later, this nigga was always.
Since it's about the horrendous lies, in the beginning, she canceled her first session because she said she had strep throat.
I did.
She had strep throat. And they called me from the inside of her car like, look, I'm in the hospital. I got strep throat.
I did have strep throat. But, so eventually, I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna let them train me. So we started training, and then, I waited like maybe 7-8 months. Then I gave him some.
What? Wait, hold on.
Nice and respectful.
The first session, your mom.
Nice and respectful.
She was like, oh. When she first made the first session, she walked in. She forgot how to look. She was like, oh.
Oh my
That's the
God.
sound effect that she made.
No,
and we
not.
went to Subway's that night.
Get out of here.
We went to Subway's the first session.
No,
She tried to
that was
act
not
cute.
the first
She
session.
tried to act cute and have a piece of a sandwich. Like, I'm like, I'm like, come on, nigga. You know you want to eat. She had a piece of a sandwich. She had a piece of a sandwich.
Anyway, we gonna cut this off.
Yeah.
And
I helped her buy shrimp at the supermarket.
Because this nigga is lying, okay? This
What?
nigga is lying. You did not help me buy
And then
no
we
shrimp.
went to Volcanoes on the second, after the third session. Volcanoes, the restaurant.
Volcano.
Shrimp place?
Yeah.
Dang.
That ain't big. Anyway,
Wow, it was big.
Anyway, long story short.
Not the shrimp place, the seafood place.
No, we talking about Volcano.
Volcanoes, you what?
Okay,
Yeah. Anyway, make a long story short, this nigga didn't get no pussy for a long time. and he wasn't even really trying, so we was good. But long story short, my daughter came, he started training my daughter. And, we just had this amazing fun. It's a lot of shit that happened between then and now. But now, I was talking to a lot of different niggas, and I would be talking to them.
Not while she was with me.
No, this was before me and you hooked up. Stop.
I didn't have any of that.
And if it was, then shit, it don't matter now because now I got
When
rid
we
of
started talking, all them niggas was canceled.
Nigga, okay.
All them niggas was canceled in the first week.
Oh my
All
God! If
niggas
you
was
believe
canceled.
that, nigga, I just cut a nigga off the day after you proposed. I'm like, okay, I can't do this shit no more.
Oh, wow.
No, I'm just kidding. So, no, but now we're at, we're at a place, and this nigga's crazy for this pussy, and so.
Your mom left me in cougar water alone in Cancun.
Yeah, we just got back from Cancun. Let me tell
45-year-old woman.
Let me tell y'all something. Every time we go, we went on a few vacations. Every time we go somewhere, people is always trying to fuck us, other couples.
Ew.
Yes, it's ridiculous. And let me tell you something. We just came back from Cancun. Them old bitches was so disrespectful in Cancun. They wouldn't even let me walk away good before they were trying to get in this nigga drawers.
Wow.
Yes, don't make no sense, man.
Older women?
Yeah, older. It was a couple of young bitches. It was crazy, but we laugh it off. We have fun. You know what I'm saying?
That's good. At least they know y'all attractive.
Yeah, oh, we was the baddest motherfuckers there. We was the baddest motherfuckers there. No.
It was a dope
But,
trip.
Tina came. Tina and her husband
Oh,
came.
yes, I didn't see no pictures of them.
They on there.
Okay.
You,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
gotta look at
tons
the
of
snap
pictures.
again. I'm gonna post the pictures of us. They came, and Mike came. Mike gave him a lining.
Really?
Yeah,
Best
he
barber
came.
in St. Louis.
yeah.
Best
So
barber in
shout out to
St.
my
Louis.
friend.
Wasn't that the best line in your
Yo, I felt I at first I was scared, like, all right, but then he did his thing.
Man, I told you, he gave me the best line of my life. I was
So
like, I
just
wish
so
they
the
would
people
line
who
me
are
up.
listening aren't in the dark, went to Cancun, had a show in Cancun, and my friends from St. Louis flew out. My best friend, Tina Jones, and her husband, CJ, they came out. And also, Tina has is a 20-year owner of a hair salon on Chambers in West Florissant. It's called Top of the Line. And her lead barber, Mike, came out, you know, and him and his wife, Courtney, they kind of, so we was able to reunite.
He had
and-
cordless clippers. I've never seen no shit like that. He had cordless clippers.
Well, your barber is whack.
He
Your
about
barber
his
is
Hey,
old.
don't
'Cause
talk
the
about-
cordless clip has been out for ages.
My barber brought my hairline back. Don't talk about that bad like that.
Yeah, so we had an amazing time. So you will see Nick throughout the show periodically. He'll be coming in and joining us. Nick and I are starting our own YouTube little show that we're doing called Road to the Wedding.
The road to the wedding.
The Road to the Wedding.
We'll talk about all our disagreements and agreements on the way.
All the shit. So so look out for that. And you know, I'm gonna continue to bring you all the hot shit to Carmen Barton. Can you hear me now? Give a shout out to Marcus King, the producer. This is Marcus King Presents Dash Radio. We got Phil in the back, and we're going to continue to give you guys all the funny. And I'm going to continue to give you guys all of me, because I think it's wrong for me to come on this show every goddamn week and talk about everybody. Not all of me.
Not all of you.
Not all of
Keep
me.
the jaw on the cookie.
Okay, well, I'm gonna be giving you more of what goes on in the personal life of my life.
Let them know you vegan now?
Oh God, I've been vegan for one day, everybody, and we said we was gonna go vegan.
Really?
We kept saying we're gonna do it after Cancun, and I'm thinking this nigga gonna forget. No,
Wow.
we came back and he went and bought all vegetables and shit, and I'm like, can we just eat chicken one more day?
I'm gonna send you the real vegan list though, because
Please do.
Real vegan is really actually way harder than vegetarian, because they don't eat the same stuff. They don't eat broccoli. They
Yeah,
don't
well, we're gonna read up on it, and we're gonna do research. You can definitely send us that. It's all about trying to turn myself into the baddest bitch ever for my wedding, because
your wedding?
yes.
Let's go.
What's exciting is
Do
that
it.
he's never had a wedding. I've never had a wedding, and so this is gonna be the
That's
first wedding
so
for both of
dope.
us. So we're gonna do the road to the wedding, and I'm gonna try to get these arms. I'm trying to get, you know, for those of you all who don't know, not only is Nick a comedian, he's also a personal trainer, which is how he trained me. And lately he's been training everybody but me. So now I'm getting back into the training.
Can they listen?
I listen.
Oh.
I listen.
You listen.
Sometimes. But
Sometimes.
I'm one of the bitches that be like, no, I don't want to do that. I'm going to do it like this. Nigga, I'm going to
No.
tell you how to train me. Damn it. So yeah, we got some amazing things coming up. I'm off this weekend. We're gonna be pumpkin passionate. Gonna hit a pumpkin patch with the little one who comes on tomorrow. I'm really excited about having a little kid around. I really miss when my kids were little, so I feel like that's one of the things that.
What?
Yeah,
do?
I really miss when you
Why?
guys were little. Because I could dress y'all and I could, you know, do different shit with you all, and you all smell good, and you all liked me, and I just
Damn.
watching y'all learn, and then now you old grown funky weed smelling ass niggas don't want to listen, want to dress crazy and act crazy. I have no control of you all anymore, and I hate it. So,
Hey, how do I act crazy? I don't do nothing. I do what I'm supposed to
nigga,
do.
you high right now. Don't get me on your
I'm
ass.
not high right now. I'll be high later on.
See what I'm
There
saying?
you go.
So I'm really, really, really enjoying my life. I have this kind of like fat girl glow because I'm happy, and so I gained all this weight, you know, and I got this
Fat
glow.
girl glow.
So I'm really happy.
Vegan season.
Vegan season. So we'll be keeping you guys up to date with what goes on. The road to the wedding will be coming to YouTube soon. And I'm also still a working comedian. I can't forget about that. This weekend I'm off. Next weekend I will be in Tampa, Florida. I think I got Indianapolis, Indiana coming up. That's the sometime. I think I may have St. Louis, but I'm getting my website together. I'm getting everything together. So I'll be keeping you guys up to date with everything that's going on with Carmen Barton. And we're getting ready to get out of here. It's been an amazing hour. You have been listening to Carmen Barton. Can you hear me now? Follow the three of us. And we want to give another shout out to Vibe Free, vibefree.tv. This is the studio that we're in Inglewood, and it's amazingly accommodating us, and I want to give a huge shout out to them. Cameron can be followed at Camo's Peso. Cameron, did you have anything for the hip hop review you want to do real quick?
I actually don't.
Yeah, talking about what I need to be doing for the damn show. Nigga, don't hire your kids to work for you, ladies and gentlemen. Do not hire your kids to work for you. It's all good. We out of time.
I always got stuff in the
Tekashi's a snitch. There you go. Hip hop review.
That ain't no damn news, nigga. Everybody knows Tekashi 69 is a snitch. Everybody know that.
Hip hop review. But oh wait, Tekashi just got a $10 million album record deal. There you go. And while he's for snitching.
This is what I want to talk. I don't want to talk about him ever, right? This is what I want to talk about. Biggie is nominated for 2020 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's what I want to talk about.
Biggie Smalls.
Biggie Smalls, 2020.
Did they nominate Tupac?
2020 Rock and Roll. Yeah, they did. Yeah,
Okay.
Jay-Z too. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that'll be the third, I think, hip hop artist in the
good.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which is really.
So when you
really
say
good.
nominated, like, is he going to be in it, or they trying to get him in it?
I think they're trying to get him in it.
Okay,
but,
so
I mean, it's Biggie Smalls.
Yeah.
When you nominated-
I think that's gonna go through. I think that's gonna fall through, most definitely. So yeah, that's my review for the day. Is they don't have an article or anything, but this is on. If anybody wants to check it out, it's on XXL Instagram. And so yeah, he's gonna be inducted 2020. I'm not sure what month or anything, but the details are on XXL. So if you want to check that out, you know what I'm saying, you can go ahead and look that up. That's dope to me. Oh, also, I don't know if you guys know about Rhythm and Flow. Have you heard about this show with Chance the Rapper?
Oh
No,
yeah, that's
no,
on
no.
Netflix, right?
Chance the Rapper and Cardi B. And,
Oh yeah, I
T.I.
did hear about that.
One of the guys I know from St. Louis, his name is Nike Turbo. He's on the show. I want to give him a shout out. He's a dope artist. You can follow him at, I think, Nike. Is it Nike Turbo? Let me see exactly what it is. He's repping for the Lou. Yeah, it's Nike Turbo Instagram.
Okay.
Kee Turbo Turbo. So yeah, he repping for the Lou out there, huh?
No, I'm listening.
Yeah, he repping for the Lou out there. So yeah, that's all I got. You know. for the
Okay, well that's enough.
Yep.
But we don't want to talk about Tekashi now,
can
but
follow me.
we do want to acknowledge the fact that this nigga went and snitched and now he getting a $10 million deal. He need to change his whole identity because he ain't gonna.
I think he probably go do like out of the country tours or something because they don't care about out of the country and like.
I mean, but if somebody wants you dead, they're gonna go to another country to kill you. Clearly.
I hated the woman of Brewster's Place.
Where is that coming from?
I just wanted to put that out there.
Oh my God! What the hell? The Women of Bruce's Place.
Another horrible ass movie. Your
One
mother
thing-
have you watch
one-
that.
One thing about him that I'm introducing him to is movies because he ain't seen none of the legendary movies. This nigga hadn't seen Color Purple, Women of Bruce's Place. So
I haven't seen any of those either. Though.
So-
And you're
Well,
not
I've
missing
seen
shit.
Color Purple, but I haven't seen.
You're not missing shit.
you are. I'm
I
telling
haven't
you,
seen the Color Purple all the way through. I've seen like.
Have you ever seen Crooklyn before?
Crooklyn.
Crooklyn.
Look, we got to get out of here.
All
The thing about being in a relationship is like every night is Netflix and chill.
That's dope.
So
Tonight, hopefully, we get to see the Joker.
I don't
Oh,
want
it's
to
a
see
good
that.
movie.
You ain't
Everybody
gonna-
keep telling me it's
I don't want
good.
to see that.
No,
You ain't saying
you
that you
have
picked the
to.
last
But your
movie.
mom
I
gonna
don't
probably
wanna
have
see
you
that
watch.
shit.
You have to. You have
No,
to see
I
the Joker.
don't.
Yes, you do. If
I
you
will be picking
are
the
serious
movie.
about films and making it in the film industry, and you want to see some, it's really like classy film, like really.
Yeah,
like,
Okay.
she'll have us
Okay.
watch something
Dope.
that we could find on the Amazon
It's
stick.
dope acting. Like
Whatever.
Joaquin Phoenix had to change his body for the
What?
whole thing. and
Okay,
this-
well, I may
good.
check out the previews for it. So,
Check out the previews.
we will be right back here, same time, same place. I will not have a special guest next week. Well, I may, but it won't be Nick Carthan again. Stop looking gay. Turn around.
Look at that, my barbers.
So I want to thank my special guest, Nick Carthan. He can be followed at Nick_Carthan. Again, I'm at Carmen Comedy. You have been listening to Marcus King Presents Dash Comedy. We will see you next Wednesday, same time, same place. Until then, you all have a blessed week. God bless y'all. Take us.
Your daughter wanna fuck me true, but you can't touch my mom. And you better keep your hands to yourself, trying to rub on her. That's why you asking for help. You know damn well that she got a man here for good, but you still trying to fuck my mama. Bitch, you better run. Look, my mama been with me since I was a fetus. Just me and her, we broke. So who the fuck was gonna feed us? Man, Jesus, man, what we gon' do? We really need you. While I was up in school, she was scheming on the teachers. Trying to finesse them for their dues. We knew cash rules, but we had to laugh at them too. She knew how to get them checks and put them checks up on my shoes. I know we were truly blessed, cause this bitch made me a chew. Ooh, I know my mama crazy. I know she floss a lot. She never say it, but I know she need that parking spot to be filled by someone I know who truly loves her. You a buster, so I know you probably don't know what that is. And you better keep your hands to yourself. Asking me for a question, you asking to just be dealt with. Fam, quit bugging, trying to have these little discussions about nothing. Know you fake that to get me off your shit. Real, man. Shout out to all of them. Shout out to Bucks, Ham, stepdads, you know. Thinking they finna come and run shit.